And just make sure that the audio is picking up.
Started that, but 2 months ago.
Yeah. We'll let the record show this is a meeting of the Dearborn County Local Alcoholic Beverage Board this 16th day of September 2025. I'm Brian, State Excise Police. I'll let you gentlemen introduce yourselves.
Tom Smith here. And Glenn Huesman.
Okay, we have a total of 4 items on the agenda today. 2 of those are renewals without violation and without remonstrance. Those are Vitor's Bistro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Vitor's Bistro and the 8 Top Grill. Since those 2 are without remonstrance and without violation, I'd make a motion. We recommend approval.
I'll second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second for recommendation of approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. We do have a renewal with a violation that occurred back on December 16th of 2024. And that's for CJ's Liquors. Since we do not have anyone here to represent them in reference to the violation, I'd make a motion. We just continue that to the next meeting.
President.
Motion and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now, with that being said, if they sneak in here before we're through, I guess we'll pick it up. That leaves us with an application for a new front development permit. This is RR 1542763, which is River Dog Music Collective, doing business as River Dog Music. Sir, if you want to come on up, and while you're standing, if you can raise your right hand, we'll get you sworn in. Do you swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers on your application, as well as the answers to any questions asked by this board, to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Before we get started, the affidavit for the public notice sign.
Not with me.
Okay.
Need to bring.
Has the sign been posted 10 days?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, it's still that, the orange.
The orange sign?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the window still.
Okay. Do you remember when it was first posted?
Oh, it was 10 days ago,
10 days prior
prior
to
to this day.
that. Okay.
What was the Thursday? We posted it, I believe, on the 5th. We got it in early for the weekend.
Okay. So it's your testimony here today that the sign's been posted since September 5th.
Yes.
Okay. Before we leave, or before you leave, I will need to have you complete the affidavit for the public notice sign.
Oh, okay.
So,
So I'll have to go get it and bring it back.
no, the orange sign has to stay up until after. If we vote today, you can go back and take it down.
Okay.
But there is an affidavit that needs to go into the file that just states that it was posted 10 days prior.
All right.
So, okay, now with that being said, here's a copy of the application. If you want to just tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, we're sort of a music store. We're right next to the Liberty Theater, if you know what Liberty Theater is. We share an alley that is a pedestrian alley with them. And we also do like music in that alley and live music. We're also a music store, but we do merchandising, so like clothes and jewelry and things like that. Also with this, we're gonna do hot dogs. So we're gonna do hot dog sales. And with being in the Door District, we thought that would be a good opportunity for us. With the alley and the mercantiles behind us, and they also serve alcohol, kind of a little pseudo entertainment district right there next to the Liberty Theater.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Has anybody been down to look at your place, Lonnie or anybody?
No, I was wondering I thought somebody would come and look, but
Yeah, typically,
Yeah, he always checks it out.
you want to check it out first just to make sure things are up to code and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, so, just kind of the process here. And I don't know if you heard me talking to the lady, prior,
Yeah.
but, today is step one. And we vote, our vote is a recommendation that goes back to the state commission. The next state commission meeting is October 7th.
Okay.
So, before any permit can be released, so between now and October 7th, Officer Gibson will stop by and do an inspection of the
Okay.
premise. What he's looking for is he's just gonna, match everything up to the application, make sure the address is correct, make sure that, yes, you are located within the riverfront development area, which the city's already attested to. And then, he will match up the proposed floor plan that was submitted.
Right.
So you are unique in that you've got, you have a recording studio, is that?
Yeah, we also do like, we teach classes in there too. I teach people how to use recording gear and one thing we found out since this was, I guess we didn't need to have the tables. Although we were thinking you had to have tables at one point, but
So,
Little bar in there.
yes. So this is the bar here.
Hmm.
And then this is a serving window that serves out to the alley. Well, that's the pedestrian alley.
retail display, or do you sell musical instruments and,
Yeah, that would be more like in this area. There's guitars that hang on this wall here. This wall, musical equipment throughout. We do vinyl sales too, like vinyl records and stuff like that.
do you plan on any food service?
Yeah. And this is the kitchen area here.
What kind of menu do you plan on?
We're gonna do hot dogs, river dogs.
You say you are in the Dora, so, you're gonna be one of the vendors in the Dora
Yes.
and participate in that,
Mhm.
so. Okay, I don't know, if there've been very many, vendors from the Dora area, or,
We just had one
Yeah,
last month, didn't we?
yeah, we had one last month. There's been quite a few of them. Got, they have a liquor license to get out, I believe, for down there.
I remember the last one, had something at the upstairs thing or something, remember?
Yeah, he wanted to serve up and down or something.
Yeah.
now, you mentioned, do you have live music?
Yeah.
Okay, in an alleyway or,
Yeah, that in the pedestrian alley, we have live music out there.
okay,
We share that with the Liberty Theater and the Mercantile, the back alley Mercantile. So that's kind of an area that we all share together.
okay, and as you probably gathered, I'm filling in for the officer who's normally assigned here. This isn't an area that I'm, all that familiar with. So do either of those, two places, do they have alcohol permits?
They do.
Okay. So it's a different world with Dora.
Mhm.
Because previous to Dora, you would have had to have an enclosed patio or porch or, a well-defined area. And with no carry in or carry out or anything like that. Dora has flipped all of that on its head.
With your coach, you can take it anywhere you want.
Yep. So with one assumption, do you know, is the door in effect?
I believe it is. That's as far as I
Yeah,
know.
this is in Harrison.
Okay. So that's an important point because some municipalities have opted to have their door in effect from from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And
Oh, yeah.
so if you're outside of that time frame, then the requirement for separation and all of that stuff comes into play. So
I'm very certain that it's all.
So if that's the case, then that makes everything very simple. You don't have to have that well-defined, separated outdoor area.
Okay.
And you can allow people to come and go with the door of drinks. So
Okay.
that makes life simpler. So, how many employees are you looking at?
Currently it's just myself and my wife. We'll probably pick up employees as we grow.
Is this 21 and up only, or?
With the beverage and food license, it would be all age. Well, obviously the alcohol side wouldn't be all ages, but
Right.
you wouldn't have to be 21 to be in the establishment because it's like a restaurant. What is a restaurant?
Your bartenders will have to do that. That too, yes, get them online.
The servers.
Yeah.
So you are the single member of the LLC.
Yes.
So as the sole member of the LLC, you would not need an employee permit. But anyone else would. That would include your wife, since she's not a member of the LLC. So anybody else that's serving, dispensing drinks, doing those types of things would need an employee permit. As the owner, you're required to go through the certified training once every 5 years. I believe you have it's either 120 or 180 days from the time the permit's issued to complete that. You can do it online. It's free. I'm just looking for the,
Was just going through a checklist for today and I saw that last night. And kind of like, oh no, I thought I had to have that done today for a second.
you got a little time built in. But you want to make sure as the permit holder that you have employee records that have the employee permit number, name, expiration date, and then any required training records. You have those in a file somewhere
Okay.
where if officers come in and say, we need to see your employee records, you can provide that. Are you familiar with the whole setup on who you can order alcohol from, who can deliver that?
We've been, yeah.
Just make sure that any alcohol that you get is from a licensed wholesaler or from a craft manufacturer who has the ability to self-distribute.
Yes.
When do you plan on?
We're ready to go as soon as we were gonna make our first distributor as soon as we could. I'm hoping we could do it before Fall Fest this weekend.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen, yeah.
We vote on it here and then it goes to Indy.
Yeah.
They're the ones centralized.
Yeah, I'd want to look at that setup, but that's you thinking it necessary, Brian.
Okay, so looking at the application here, when it asks about minors.
That's about, I'm sorry, one.
Yeah, it asks about minors
Oh, yeah,
being
yeah.
present. So you've checked, that your restaurant with full separation between the bar room and the family dining room. So that separation full separation has to consist of at least a 6-foot high wall between family dining and bar room.
Okay.
So, one of the things Officer Gibson will be looking at is the type of separation that you might have. So this being the bar counter and seats and the back bar here.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is all an open room.
Yes.
Okay. So is this all a 21 and over area?
Yeah, I guess I didn't think, so this would be 21 over here. And then this is a 6-foot wall.
I mean, it's open here, like an opening, like you can walk through it.
Yeah. How
I mean, it has a
wide is
header.
that opening? I can make out the 10. Archway is it towards the, like that?
It's, I'm trying to think.
So this is about 7
Like
feet,
10.
8, so
It's like
yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah, so the general rule is openings, need to be kept about 5 foot or less.
Okay.
So that's anything that you can get creative in how you maybe close that up a little bit. It can be anything that deters free entrance and exit, but so what, and another thing to keep in mind is you have to create a pathway for anybody who's not 21 to get into any family area without going through bar room. So, looks like they could come in here, hang a right, and they could get into
Mhm.
this area.
Yes.
But then, and they could also get into your repair shop area coming in the back. But I don't know how wide of an area that is, but is this just kind of a post or?
It's where the walls used to be, and I opened them up to a bigger opening so people could walk through.
Okay,
So it's where the old corner used to be.
okay. I mean,
It's
if,
just trim and
yeah, I mean, you want to, if minors want to get to the studio room or to this retail room here, they're going to have to be able to get there without
they can
going
go,
through.
they can go through this way.
Okay. Okay. So again, and that's something, Officer Gibson's going
Okay,
to come and walk through the location with, so,
okay,
but at the end of the day, just everybody needs to have a clear idea of, okay, minors can be here, they can't be here. That way nobody gets any surprises.
Yeah.
And again, they changed things, so, I've got a 17-year-old son. And due to a recent statute change, he could, if there were a table here, he could come in with me, we could sit down. And he could eat at that table. He could be in the bar room for the sole purpose of consuming food.
Mhm.
And then he'd have to leave, the bar room area. So if someone's with a parent or adult family member, they could be in the bar room,
okay,
for the purpose of consuming food. And they have to be seated somewhere other than the bar. They couldn't be seated at the bar itself.
right.
They had to leave after they get done eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, and then watch the football game on a Monday night.
Yeah, I mean, that's just twisted it really around.
Yeah. Maybe if they eat really slow.
I was gonna say, slow down.
Yeah, give me a bag of chips. I'm still eating.
I don't have any other questions. The mayor provided a letter confirming that they are in the riverfront. The city's fine with their plan. Any questions for us?
No, I think you answered all and letting me know like how the next steps go. That was probably the only one I had.
I can make a motion. We recommend approval.
I'll second
Got a motion and second for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now, this is the affidavit for the public notice.
Okay.
This shows that it was posted on September 5th. You can sign and date that. And with no other business, I'm gonna stop the recording and we'll consider ourselves adjourned.